Hello, welcome to month 10. We're almost there. Okay, we are going to be doing fusible applique. So when you print off your templates, they should look like this. The bold line is the line that we're going to be using. If you're doing turned applique, you're going to use this outside seam allowance line. So in this video, we're just going to be doing fusible applique. You're going to need some fusible webbing. I have Steam-A-Seam 2 here, and it's really, really nice because it has a temporary adhesive so that it will let me reposition my, my pieces. So you're going to need to trace all of these pieces onto your fusible webbing, which I've already done here. And then we need to fuse them to our fabric. So there's only 4 yellow pieces for our flowers here, and we're going to fuse them to the back side of our fabric. So I'm just going to lay this out so you can see how I'm going to fuse them on there. They should be pretty good. You don't really want any of your fusible webbing sticking out off past the fabric because then it'll get on whatever surface you have here. So I'm just going to peel off the paper. You can see this is the sticky side. I'm going to position it on there. When you're using fusible webbing, generally the rule is do not, it's not secure and fusible, fused completely until it's cool. So I have a hot iron here, and I'm going to fuse all of these to the fabric. So I'm fusing it to the wrong side of the fabric, so then I can cut out the shape and then position it on my background fabric. So in your kit you should have at least a 10-inch square. It should be slightly larger than 10 inches so that we can trim it down after the fabric is sewn on there. So these are all fused there. You do want to follow the, whatever kind of fusible webbing you're using, follow the manufacturer's directions on how exactly to fuse them. Here is my green fabric that I'm going to be using, and I do want to make sure that it is nice and flat before I put anything on there. So no wrinkles. So if you're using starch, go ahead and starch it before you apply any of the webbing. Okay, so now that that's nice and wrinkle-free, I'm going to place all of my fabrics here, or my templates here. And so I drew, for Steam-A-Seam, I drew on the side with the yellow printing. The other side comes off and does not let you draw on that and keep the template on the fabric. So you do, because there's 2 sides to the Steam-A-Seam. So really, really shiny, sticky, nice and smooth. Okay, so we do have, I believe it's 8 leaves. We're gonna have to fuse the 8 leaves and 2 stems. So I'm just gonna place them all on here. Got a couple more, and I actually just kept these 2 together so that I can cut them apart later. Okay, dos más. There we go. Okay, here we go. So there should be more than enough fabric in your kit. This is going to hang over. I'm just going to trim that. Don't want it to get on my surface. Okay, last 2 stems here. Fits perfect. All right, I'm just going to fuse these real quick. Nice hot iron. Just a few seconds on each one. I try to keep it nice and flat as they're cooling because I don't want the fabric to curl. Okay, so that should be sufficient. I'm gonna move that out of the way. Now that these ones are nice and cool, all I'm gonna do is cut out directly on the line. And that will be my cool flower here. So applique is a super fun method, especially fusible applique, because it's so fast and quick. All you got to do is cut out your shapes and you are ready to position them on the fabric. Because we use this Steam-A-Seam, it has that temporary adhesive, which I'll show you in a second, which is really nice because it will allow you to get the perfect placement for your flowers. So now that it's all the way cooled and I've trimmed it to the shape, now I can peel off, there we go. Now I can peel off the paper, and now this side is sticky, which is really nice. So In order to find the center of my block, I'm just going to simply fold it in half, press it, fold it in half again, press it again, and then I'm also going to do the diagonals. Because our blocks in this quilt are on point, we are going to make sure that gets on there nice and straight. So, because the diagonals will actually be the ones that will be up and down. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to, see, I'm pretty sure it's this way. So our blocks will be like that. But we're going to cut out all of these pieces and position them to make that really pretty flower in the center. So I will come back once I have all of these trimmed, and we'll have a placement video.